I came across this article, came across this piece. I think it's New York Times, uh, about this Broadway or off-Broadway play, off-Broadway show called Slave Play. Slave Play. But what this play is doing is reenacting, the whole plantation scenery, black women's biggest fantasies, to be enslaved again, be with masters, getting bent over the table. That's what basically the whole thing. That's what it was about. It's in the beginning, it was all sexual. It was about her getting bent over by master, getting whipped by master, getting broken in and broken down. A black woman's biggest fantasy. All right, inner in the inner sanctuary of her mind, that's what they like. They like that kind of shit. Yes, her deep dark secret, to be bent over the kitchen table and taken from behind by master, while master's mistress is up in the study playing the piano. She's taken from behind by master. Ooh. While she's looking through the window. You see, her job is two-tier. Spying Jimmy in the field picking cotton to make sure he's doing his job while servicing master. That's her secret. That's her deep, dark secret. She wants to go back to Beulah land and fulfill master's wishes. That's the gist of the whole thing. That's what I got from the article. I've never seen no movie. No. How could it, I don't know how black people could even sit through a show. Well, I couldn't sit through nothing like this. But anyway, but my take on the whole thing is that the writer and the director didn't go far enough. As a matter of fact, I think the whole show fall short of its full potential. You need to be as realistic as you can with this whole thing. If you're going to do a whole slave thing and fulfilling black woman fantasy, you have to be as realistic as you can, because this is a fantasy for most black women. So, not all black women, but most, right? Most. Now, what I think they should have done is strip her naked to give it the whole plantation feel. They should have stripped her naked and whip her, like cutting into your flesh kind of whipping. That's the first thing. And after, just whip her for a good while the audience is watching. Pissing her. Yes, you want to piss in her. And then after you piss in her, you throw her into the audience so that the audience could have their way with her. She'd like that. It's the greatest fantasy of a black woman to just like be taken like that. That's why they always complain. Black men ain't strong enough. They're not doing what they're supposed to. They're not taking us. They're not taking over. So, just throw in the audience. Just have them use and take her. Just take her every which way possible. If you're a black woman listening to me right now, I know your pussy is probably getting wet. All hot and bothered. You could just imagine how the director and actors' artistic juices would be flowing every night in eager anticipation. Yes, in anticipation of what new titillating creativity and original ideas the live audience would bring to their show to make it a visual masterpiece. So now for the finale. When the audience is finished with her, smear some dog shit on her. Yes, just get it. A nice pasty build-up all over her. Now, here comes the grand finale. Once the audience is finished and got through with her, throwing an old garbage can in the back alley of the theater. Now, if that's not artsy fartsy enough, cutting edge, Oscar worthy, original idea, I don't know what is. Look, you have actors playing their part, you have audience, live audience contribution and participation, and then you have garbage removal. It doesn't get any better than this. This is cutting edge shit, man. Now, you might wonder, Mr. Director Man and Mr. Writer Man, you might wonder, well, God, this is such a great original artistic and cutting edge idea. Get my juices flowing. It's cutting edge, if you know what I mean. But it's just not sustainable. Where we get all the actors to fulfill her part, play her parts every night? Well, my good sir, I beg to differ with you. Your show would be so successful you'd have whores lining up around the block to participate. Good God, man, some of those whores would even participate for free. Yes, sir, free. Free at last. Free to fulfill their slave and plantation fantasies. To be back on the plantation again with Massa. God damn, man. Let's take the show on the road. Your show would be so successful, sir, you'd have to start one in every city. In every major metropolitan city. You know how I know? Well, I have evidence. Empirical evidence, sir. Now, take for instance. Take for instance the recent TV show Scandal. Those nigger bitches were starting all kind of blogs and social media events around that show. So can you imagine, my good man? My good man, can you imagine? The work is already done for us. All the hard work is already done. The demographic is already there. Just laid bare with open legs. Just waiting to be taken.